Do you know what you are doing right now will change our world? Our wildlife is changing. Experts believe that you humans are the main reason why wildlife is changing. Hotter weather and animals are getting extinct. To begin with, why are you saying you're helping the wildlife when you are not? Rich countries, Sweden, America, England, should be helping with the wildlife and the heat. At the age of 11, I should not be telling this. Wildlife is changing. 30% of our wildlife is coming extinct. We should be using electric cars, not the ones that run on petrol and diesel. And we should stop using greenhouses because they are releasing hot air into our atmosphere. In the Arctic, there are shrinking glaciers. Also, some seas are drying and others are rising. It is our responsibility that we save our environment. I personally believe that we are destroying it. Just imagine in the future your kid does not know your favorite animal because it is extinct. These are ways to save our environment. If you bin batteries, that means you should stop. The chemicals inside the batteries are bad for the environment. So if you go to a shop, they would have a box for used batteries. Plant trees because trees have a superpower. There are trembling trees, so plant trees. Trees provide carbon dioxide and they can stop flood risks. Also, do not waste paper. The reason why you do not waste paper is because 60% of your paper ends up in the bin and 40% of your paper ends up all over the place, for example, the sea. Because of us, 90% of the coral reefs are becoming lifeless. Just imagine those poor fish living there. Did you know that you use 200 kilograms of paper every year? Also, if you like your computer so much, you should recycle at least one glass bottle because that can charge your computer for at least 20 minutes. So come and join me to save the world. The more you help our environment, the more you can live happy. So start to help our environment. Start recycling. Start putting your rubbish in the bin. Start using electric cars. Start to not use greenhouses. Start planting trees. Start putting batteries in the box at the shops. If we do all those things, we can live a happy life and less animals can become extinct. If we don't do those things, maybe we humans can become extinct.
It is crystal clear that the earth is dying. And I shouldn't have to say this at 10 years old. Because I shouldn't understand. Our climate is dying and you are letting it. The earth is crying out, saying, please do the challenging change. There are consequences to your actions. The world is changing whether you like it or not. Sea levels are rising and greenhouse gases are increasing. Icebergs are melting, the ozone is crumbling, and we won't stop putting chemicals in the air which we're trying to breathe. Our future is stolen and you are thieves. For a million animals are extinct. The future generation will not know about a giraffe or elephant. Will you forgive yourself if you let that happen? Up to 30% of animals will go extinct by 2045. Up to 90% of the coral is going to be extinct. The CCC Climate Change Committee found out that we have 13% less woodland than other countries. France, 32, Spain, 37, and Germany, 33. The average person wastes 200 kilograms of paper. Each ton is 17 trees. Up to 41% of household waste is plastic bottles. Up to 60% of waste in the bin could be recycled. I believe that we should make 90% of waste recycled. So stop killing the earth. I'm watching you.
Are you going to let our planet die? Our animals are screaming because they are gonna die. If things do not change, our Earth will perish just like our amazing animals. Our air is polluted because our cars and factories are producing certain types of gases. Our glaciers are disappearing and falling into the sea. Sadly, this is causing penguins to suffer and search for a new home, which is extremely dangerous. If we don't do anything, they will die. They will certainly die. Another part of the problem is if their egg touch is the floor, it will die and it will freeze. To fix this, we need to use electric cars and drop the planet's heat. To do that, we need less greenhouse gases. So our penguins can live. But if we don't, your children won't know what a penguin is because they will be dead. Secondly, stop cutting down trees. If you do not stop, we will not be able to breathe. So let's make our world wonderful again.
The world is slowly dying because no one is doing anything to help. Why do I need to be here at 10 years old telling people what to do? We will not let you get away with this. Political leaders are letting the world slowly die. We need to end this problem or else the world will end. The global warming is changing by humans actively making fossil fuel. This can cause severe fires, damaging the forests and the environment. In England, for instance, around 60% of 1 to 2 mile trips are done by car. This needs to stop. I strongly believe that we need to use more green transport. It is estimated that a petrol car journey from London to Glasgow uses approximately 3.3 times more CO2 than the equivalent journey by train. Furthermore, reducing car use on a school run is another focus for living streets, whilst keeping our children healthier. We need to reduce the amount of petrol cars we use and make more electric cars, as it is affecting the air pollution. In my opinion, we can't afford to waste things. The average person in the UK uses 200 kilograms of paper every year. For each ton of paper that is recycled, around 17 trees are saved. Recycling one glass bottle saves enough energy to power your computer for 20 minutes. Around 11% of household waste is plastic and 40% of this is plastic bottles. This means up to 60% of the waste that ends up in the bin could be recycled. This means our precious planet can be protected. We need to stop climate change right now. We have to make a change or else the world will end. We need to make a difference. Do you want your lovely planet to die?
I shouldn't be telling you this at 10 years old, but it's all your fault that our world is ending. We will never forgive you if you do not make a change, and our peaceful planet will end if you don't do anything to help. People will not have a future if nothing happens, because we certainly need to do something. The world is ending. Some countries have committed to reducing emissions and finding alternative energy sources. These include building wind farms, solar farms, and other means of creating electricity from renewable energy. There are a lot of changes that are happening, such as plant species shrinking glaciers, rising sea level, animal species becoming endangered, and trees and plants flowering much earlier in the year. Carbon dioxide is created through burning of substance containing carbon. 30% of wildlife will become extinct. 90% of coral reef will go, so there won't be any animals. Trees provide social benefits, including capturing and sorting carbon dioxide, improved and reduced flood risk and recreational opportunity and public health benefits. Currently, around 13% of the UK is covered by woodland. In England, this is 10%, much lower than in other European countries. France is 32%, Germany is 33%, and Spain is 37%. Planting trees can provide a wide range of other benefits and contributes of 8 of the 10 environmental goals set out in the government's 25-year environment plan. The average person in the UK uses around 200 kilograms of paper every day. For each tonne of paper is recycled, around 17 trees are saved. Recycling one glass bottle or jar saves energy to power your computer for 20 minutes. Around 11% of your household waste is plastic and 40% of this is plastic bottles. Up to 60% of the waste that ends up in the bin could be recycled. How will you ever forgive yourself if you do not do anything to help our planet? I personally believe that if we can try, we can save our planet. We need to make a change now or our world will end.
Do you know what your actions are doing to our wonderful world? Animals are dying because of you. Plants are dying because of you. We all need to make a change or there will be no future for any of us. Up to 30% of the animals' population could be extinct in the future because of us. Up to 90% of the coral will become lifeless. Therefore, rubbish is getting caught in the coral. Greenhouse gases are getting released into the atmosphere and preventing heat from escaping the planet. Ever since the Industrial Revolution in the 18th century, the planet's average temperature has went up by 1 degree. I believe that we need green transport. Scientists estimate that petrol car journeys from London to Glasgow emits approximately 3.3 times more CO2e per passenger that equivalent journey by train. Furthermore, in England, for instance, around 60% of a 2-mile trip are made by car. I believe that we should plant more trees for animals so they can have somewhere to live and help us to give oxygen to live. Trees provide a range of environment and social benefits. We all need to make a change now by helping the environment, plant more trees and eat less meat.